Hey everyone, it's me, the Z-Man, the former captain. I'm coming at you live and direct from Tampa, Florida. MLF Week 7. It's going down. Money's at stake, and we're going to put our lines in today. We got a tremendous episode, but before we get to it, a lot of you might listen to my podcast that I do with Tony Mazer on Mondays called Mondays with Mazer. It's on my Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/sitdownzumock to sign up for as little as $3 a month. And I told the story about my horrendous trip to Oklahoma that probably changed my life for the most part. I tell all the details of what went down, but I mentioned on a few others that I got robbed. I got robbed on the last night. I was heading from Tulsa to Atlanta, and I pulled over in one of those shitty hotels in the middle of nowhere, and somebody was casing out the point. It was Tweaker, somebody, according to the law officer. They took my book bag. Luckily, my laptop wasn't in there, but I did have some of my merch money and a check that ended up getting reissued and canceled. But the one thing that was stolen that I'm pissed off about, not only was the captain's hat in there, but all my toiletries, but more importantly, the Weed Whacker 4.0 from Manscaped. Some drug addict has my ball shaver, and I'm not happy about it. If anything good happened in Oklahoma City, my balls look tremendous. They look fantastic. Right now, they're a mess, but I contacted my contact at Manscaped. They're sending me out another Weed Whacker 4.0, but you're going to want to check it out. They got all kinds of products if you're going on vacation, just stuff for guys, guy shit. I'm at the age right now where I'm getting weird hairs growing from everywhere in my body, coming out of my ear, my back. They got the special shaver for all of that. They got the nose trimmer. They got the safe blades for whatever you're trying to shave. They got body wash. They got cologne, just guy stuff. If you got smelly feet, they got the foot duster, underwear. Go check out Manscaped. They advertise on all the big podcasts, Joe Rogan, Two Bears, One Cave, and now they're with MLF. And if you use the promo code MLF20, that's MLF20, you get 20% off your order on anything you own, plus free shipping. Their tagline is, your balls will thank you. And I mean that. They do a great job with that. After I use the Lawnmower 4.0, I'm not going back to the beard trimmer or the razor. Looking back on that, that's insanity. Plus, you don't want to put your beard trimmer back up to your face with your pubes. That's disgusting. Go check it out and use the promo code MLF20, the official sponsor of Misery Loves Football. I can't wait for this week's episode. We got some good picks, some good commentary. Enjoy it. That's a wrap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's MLF Week 7. I'm Chad Zumock, the host of the show. With me is Ken Mosca. Ken, how are you?
Doing great, Chad. How you doing?
We got two very special guests from Comedy Central. This is not happening. We got Brant Tobler from Denver. And ladies and gentlemen, show regular. People love this guy. Jim Florentine from Ozzy's Boneyard. This is, wow.
Are we really special guests? Have we both been on a bunch of times? Right?
Your
If
fan
it was
favorites.
our first appearance, then it's a special guest. Like they're thinking, holy shit, did you get Rogan? Did you get Joey Diaz? No. Us two. And nothing against Brant. I don't know him. He's great on the podcast when he does it, but I'm just saying it's not that big of a deal.
I think you're special guest. Ken, they're special, right? They're special guests.
They are special. Tobler won me a lot of money last year.
Oh, really? How? What'd you bet?
When he was on last year, couple of the bets he had on our show, I placed at the Borgata and won.
Oh, wow.
Glad to help. I'm glad I did something for somebody.
Yeah.
Are you still
You
winning?
think once in a while I get something from Barstool Sports, but I do not.
Yeah.
Hey, Brant, can you get Chad a liver?
I don't have that kind of talent.
Okay.
You know what? If I might have to give up my liver for my gambling losses. So if you want a shitty liver, you can have mine. or two. You got 2 livers, right? I don't even know.
Who, me?
You got 1 liver?
No, I have 2 livers.
You only have
Oh.
one,
No, you only have one.
2 livers.
I don't know what I have.
You can have any of my body parts. I'll send you my gout. If you'd like gout, I can get it to you.
Go to WebMD.
Have you blown through that like 80 grand yet that you won?
No, I'm good, man. I've been doing good. So it was a good night last night. It makes me hate comedy because I can make so much more money doing pretty much anything than stand up. What are we getting paid for this show? I forgot to ask.
I'll check with Ken Mosca. He's the money man.
You got my Venmo. Just send it over. But no, gambling's good. I mean, it's the heart of gambling. Everything's going. So I had your boy LeBron came through. I bet they put up 22-1 on LeBron and Steph getting a double last night. So I hit that one pretty good.
That's not my boy. That's your boy, LeBron.
I hate LeBron.
Here's 3 of the leaders that are in first place. Ryan Fear, he's 55 and 38. Jim Stansel's 52 and 41, and KCF's 53 and 40. And Ken Mosca is right there with 52 and 41. So you guys are leading the pack.
Moving on up, 10-win week will help you that way.
And Jim Florentine's at 39 and 54.
Yeah, it takes a little while for me every year to figure out the league. Like you think you can't go by the year before. So it takes me like, I don't even start betting till like week about 5 or 6 until I can finally figure out which teams are shitty, which ones are good. So yeah, I'll pick up the pace.
Well, let's get this thing rolling. You guys got hard outs here. Brent was telling me he has to be off by December 7th. So let's get going.
Got a
And
lot
he-
going on.
Right out of the gate, Thursday, October 21st, Brent Tobler's Denver Broncos versus my Cleveland Browns, -2 in Cleveland. This is a shit show. Brent, you go ahead first.
Who's favored?
Cleveland.
Cleveland -2.
Oh, okay.
Man, I've been to all the home games. The Broncos really, they suck. But we've always owned the Browns. Backup quarterback this week. I think honestly, this is our coach's job. If he loses this week, I think he might get fired. So I'm obviously a little homer, but I actually believe the Broncos are going to come out and beat the Browns tomorrow night.
I second that. If you look at the Browns roster, you want to know who's not hurt at this point, and they've been playing like shit. So I have no faith in this game, and I'm going with the Broncos just because I got to make up some ground. Ken Mosca, who do you got?
Well, Chad, what
Yeah,
if the other
Browns.
people? Wait, Chad, what if the other people that are in the first top 4 pick the Broncos too? You're not going to make up any ground.
Like who do you mean the top 4? Oh, those guys?
Yeah, like you're not going to make up any ground by picking the Broncos if everyone else picks the Broncos.
I just been watching the Browns every Sunday, and they just look like shit. Baker's playing with one arm. Everyone's hurt. Everybody's hurt. We got they barely have 20 players to field the team, so I don't have any faith in them as of right now.
How's Beckham doing?
He's hurt.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course he is. Yeah, his feelings are hurt. He has to sit out another week.
Ken, who do you got?
Yeah, I'm taking Denver. I mean, who's the backup for Cleveland? Because Mayfield's not even playing.
Case
I don't know who the
Keenum.
backup is.
Case Keenum.
Oh, Case Keenum. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm taking Denver.
Jim, what about you?
Denver. I got to make up ground.
It's a revenge game. Revenge game for Case Keenum. He used to be our shitty quarterback for a while until we got rid of him.
Now he's our shitty quarterback. Yeah, he wants to send a point in Denver. He wants to show them what they're missing out on. All right, we got Sunday Washington football team, formerly the Redskins, versus the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay's getting -8.5. Holy shit. Ken, you go first.
Where is it?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for that.
In Green Bay.
It's in Green Bay. You know, Washington 1-5 against the spread. I'll lay the points. I'm going to take Green Bay, and 8.5. That's a lot, but yeah, I'm taking Green Bay.
What about you,
I gotta make
Florentine?
up ground.
Green Bay.
Rackham. Brant, who do you got?
Well, like Aaron Rodgers, I also hate my family, but I also hate Aaron Rodgers. And give me the Washington, whatever they are.
The Redskins. They're the
Yeah, the
Redskins.
Redskins. That's
Yeah.
they're the Redskins that grew up crushing my Broncos.
Brand, let me ask you something. Do you think
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers is gay?
Yes.
Okay.
I always thought that, like I had a conspiracy theory like a couple years ago when Seattle and Green Bay played opening night, like on Thursday, if him and Russell would have just made out right at home at not home plate at midfield would have been perfect. But yeah, I think he's probably gay.
Russell Wilson too, you think?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Russell might just be fucking weird, but I think they both are. Somebody's gonna write a book one day. One of these stars has to be gay. I mean, I think just by numbers, right? I think it might be DK Metcalf, though. Actually, I don't know if this is the podcast. Who do we think's gay? I'll stay on track, but I could give you about 20 guys I think will come out.
Yeah, the DK Metcalf, the nose ring, 2 earrings, different color hair every week.
I think a guy with a nose ring. Only Tupac's the only one that is the only straight male to ever have a nose ring, and I don't even know about that because I hear these black celebrities do the craziest shit.
Yeah.
You think Beckham's gay, Florentine?
Oh
Come on.
yeah.
I mean, he used to go to the same hairdresser as my ex-wife, so I'd say yes.
That's why we're the best football podcast ever. You don't see this on Around the Horn. Ken, I'm going with Green Bay. Can you save my picks too? Because I think Kevin Brennan blocked my email.
Yeah, no problem. I've been providing him all of our picks.
All right, we got another 1 o'clock game. Who do we got next, Ken? I don't.
Kansas City at Tennessee. Tennessee getting 5.5.
What a tremendous game, Tennessee the other night. I'm thinking,
Usually the rule of thumb was if they come off a big Monday night win, they sucked the following Sunday. But like the last couple of years, it's different. Like they do well on Sunday too after they come off a big win. I used to always go the opposite way. So I'm going to go Tennessee, getting 5.5 at home.
yeah, I didn't think the Bills would get defeated. I had them winning, and Tennessee looked phenomenal. They're going to ride that wave in Tennessee. So I'm going with Florentine in Tennessee. Who do you got, Bryant?
And I used to, like a true sucker, would bet the Chiefs every week, but they never cover. I think they're like 2 out of the last 15, and their defense sucks. So I think I'm going to go with Tennessee too.
Can you close it out?
Yeah, it's Titans across the board.
No one's making up any ground.
Yeah, I'm not going to make that top 5. No,
We all
ground.
think the same.
You got the Atlanta Falcons, the Hawks. First, Jim Florentine's
Hawks.
Miami Dolphins, who are on a roll. The Falcons -2.5 in Miami. Jim, you lead the way because this is your team.
Who's quarterbacking for Miami this week? Tua is out, right?
No, Tua played last week. He came back. He's back. I don't know. The Falcons got a good offense. Miami's just in disarray. The coach looks fucking like a shadow of himself. He started off really well. You think, holy shit, we finally get a good coach. He looks completely lost on the sideline. Half the receivers are out, half the defense. I don't even know who's playing this week. I'm going to go with Atlanta. I could see them winning by a field goal at the end. If they can't beat Jacksonville like last week after they lost 20 games in a row, I think that the coach has lost the team.
He lost the locker room, guys. And if Jim Florentine's betting against the Dolphins -2.5, I'm piggybacking that one because I got to gain some ground. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah.
Is this game? Where's this game at?
In Miami.
Oh, Atlanta. Holy shit! They must really think Miami's bad. Because Atlanta sucks too, really. You know what? Give me the home dog. Give me the Dolphins.
Wow.
I got to make up ground, even though it's my first week.
Yeah, you got to make up a lot of ground.
I gotta really do. I gotta win 35 games. So I really got to go against you guys.
You got to go undefeated. Ken, you're one of our leaders. Who are you going to pick?
I'm taking Atlanta.
Miami's usually good at home as an underdog, but I just don't trust them on this. They were an underdog against the Bills a few weeks ago. They lost 35-0. The Bills always have their number, so I'm gonna go with Atlanta by a field goal. Miami could pull us out, but I don't have faith in them right now until they win another game.
All right, we got another 1 o'clock game. We got Don Jameson's New York Jets, if he's still rooting for them, versus Bill
poor
Burr's
Jameis.
Patriots.
He doesn't watch football. He doesn't.
He's out.
No, he hasn't watched it in 2 years. He puts his back to the TV if it's on in the bar. He won't watch. He's like, he's done.
Didn't you say he comes to your football parties and he puts his back against the TV?
Yeah, he won't watch. And we'll be like, oh, that cheerleader's tit just fell out. He still won't even look. He can't even trick him that way. He won't. He said, I'll hang out with you guys and drink, but I'm not looking at the TV. I respect that. He's like, I got peace in my life. You know, he doesn't like the inspire change on the back of the helmets. Yeah, nobody does. Because that's really working out. And racism in the end zone, that's really working out. The racism's gone way down since they started doing that last year. It's amazing. That's all they needed was those fucking end racism in the end zone. It's great. Fucking, it's amazing. The KKK folded when they saw that.
So
They're no longer.
So there's no longer racism because the
No.
NFL, they stepped it up.
It's down like 72% since they put it in the end zone.
Yeah.
So it's good.
And the NBA too. They wanted to end racism too. And
Yeah.
I think it's working.
Yeah. It's doing well.
Tell by the rosters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They've ended it. It's over.
I know.
One of our former Chad, one of our former longtime guests just sent me a text.
Oh, Kevin Brennan.
That would be Kevin Brennan.
What did he say?
He wants to talk to my buddy at the Hard Rock in Tampa.
Really?
I'll let him wait.
Yeah, let him wait since he won't join us anymore. I'm going. It's New England -7 in New England. So I'm
New
taking.
England.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait. Ken, you go ahead.
Yeah, I'm taking New England.
2-4 versus 1-4. Yeah, I'll go with the Patriots too.
I'm going to go with the Jets. They do a backdoor cover. I don't have faith in either team. It seems like the Patriots are going to in rebuilding mode. I think they'll keep it close.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jets too. I can't root for the Patriots. I'll turn my back to the TV. Unless there's Patriot titties. I mean, I can't believe he didn't turn around for Aaron
No,
Rodgers.
he wouldn't even
turn
turn
around.
around. He wouldn't even turn around for that.
Aaron Rodgers would turn around for that. He's got it.
No, if someone's balls fell out, he would.
All right. Ken, we got another 1 o'clock game. We got. Are they pretenders or contenders? The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. It's in Baltimore. Baltimore's given up 6.5. Is Cincinnati for real?
Carolina?
Did I skip that?
Yeah, did you skip Carolina at New York Giants?
I did by accident.
That's the big game.
Carolina at New York Giants. Carolina -3 and still no McCaffrey.
I'm going with the Panthers. The Giants are done.
They're done their history.
Their quarterback stinks. You know, with that, enough with him. How long are you going to keep that guy there and think that he's good? Just get rid of him. So the team's in disarray. Panthers got a decent team. I mean, you know, it's Sam Darnold, but it's only 3 points. I'm taking the Panthers.
Yeah, me too.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, this Giants team's awful. Give me the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go just on listening to you guys alone because I'm.
Yeah, but you got to make up ground.
I am. I'm trying to make up
So
ground.
you got to go
right
the
now.
opposite then.
Running out of weeks.
Well, that's bringing us to that Bengals game that I teased earlier. First of all, in Baltimore, and Baltimore's given up 6.5. Is Cincinnati for real? Or are they a fluke?
Look, when have the Bengals ever come through for anybody ever? Maybe 1988, I think, is when they won the Super Bowl against the 49ers. They haven't had a good season since. Just when you think the Bengals might be good, they're going to crush you. They're going to break your heart. I'm taking the Ravens in a blowout.
Great take. Go ahead, Brian.
Rackney.
It's hard. Yeah, I'd be okay if they just canceled football in Ohio altogether, starting with the Buckeyes and the Browns and the Bengals. A lot of fans are full of hope. They always suck. They always blow it. This Ravens team's good. I've come around on Lamar Jackson. I'm usually a fan of only white quarterbacks, every other player black, but he's pretty good. And so give me the Ravens. I think they're second best team in the AFC.
I'm going Ravens too, Ken, if you want to mark that down.
He already wrote it down.
Ken, what's your take?
Like Brant just said, I already wrote it down. It's Ravens across the board. I know these guys have a hard out, so I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, Brant's December 7th. That's his hard out.
I haven't been hard in forever. It's embarrassing.
By the way, for anyone listening, a hard out in, I guess, the industry means someone has to leave at a certain time. So this stupid industry talk is, yeah, I got to leave by 2:55, and I don't know what time Brent has to leave.
I'm here forever.
So no, a guy that has a landscaping business doesn't know what a fucking hard out is. So basically, I have to leave at 2:55 because my kid's getting off the fucking school bus.
Hey, Florentine, Brant just got engaged. Do you have any advice for him?
Prenup. Well, yeah, but he gambles all his money away, so he's not going to have anything if it fucking falls apart.
That's how I bought the ring. I won.
Yeah.
She
So,
knew, as the day I won 75,000 is the day I proposed. I knew that was my only shot.
nice.
So I probably actually only won 37.5 that day in future betting.
No, at some point you got to do it, and hopefully it works out. But yeah, I would suggest a prenup, but it's never a good time to present the prenup.
Yeah.
There's never a good time because it's basically saying, hey, I don't trust you, sign here. So
Have you talked about it with her, Brant?
Oh man, I'm a comic. We're the last thing we're worried about paying for a wedding, not losing half my money. Neither of us have parents. So I've been kind of making a joke about that, but because I didn't ever want to do that thing where you ask the dad for permission. Because I think it's fucking stupid. So like on the second date, I was like, yo, what's up with your dad? She's like, he's dead. I was like, all right, I think this could work. now that I got to pay for the fucking wedding, I'm like, God, I wish your dad would come back to life for like a week to pay for this shit. So when I racket.
Yeah. When I asked my ex's dad, he said to me, pulled me aside. He goes, do you feel like you're being trapped? That's what he said. Fucking
you should have listened.
I know. He was on to something. No, whatever. So, but that's what he said.
Yeah, so we had no prenup. I'm still trying to figure out how. I don't know what we're gonna do. This wedding shit. It's just so like a napkin's like 5 cents and a wedding napkin's like $5. I'm like, this is fucking absurd.
You have it at a fucking VFW hall or one of those fuking Knights of Columbus. Nobody gives a fuck. Once the music's on, everyone else
one of your
is
gigs
dancing.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna give a shit where they are once they have a few drinks in them and some food in them. Doesn't really fucking matter.
That's the way I finally get her to come to a show is make it our wedding.
Yeah, well, bring her to your gig on Saturday night at the Firehouse and go, honey, don't you think this place, if we decorated it?
Bring her to a gig is a prenup. If I bring her to a couple more gigs, there won't be a wedding. I think she's good with that.
Yeah. It's always funny how the girlfriend or wives, they're excited to go like the first 3 or 4 times. When you're a comic, they're all excited. They'll sit through 2 shows. And then by month 3, like, nah, I'll stay home. I'm going to stay in the hotel. Yeah, but the TV doesn't work. The power's out. Yeah, I'll just sit here in silence.
Well, that's the other thing. At the start of any relationship, they're like, why don't you ever talk about me on stage? And I was like, all right. And then I talk about him on stage. They're like, why are you talking about me on stage? It's like, oh, you just want to say I have a girlfriend or fiance, but that's it. Don't say anything else. I'm like, I wish I was getting the road pussy you think I'm getting.
Ken, do we all play our picks in?
Yeah, we're on the Raiders.
Okay.
Philadelphia at Las Vegas. It's only 3. Las Vegas given 3.
Brant, your former home.
Yes, another shithole. I think this is a trap game. It seems too good to be true. The Raiders coming off that big road win without a coach. This Eagles team's sneaky with Jalen Hurts. He's hard to prepare for. So give me the Eagles for Kevin Brennan. Is that Kevin's team?
It is.
Rest in peace. Is Kevin's alive or what happened? Are you guys aren't getting along?
I think we're in a custody battle with
I
podcast.
never saw that coming.
It hurts.
It's just one of the many drama situations going on with this podcast. So we'll see. I'm still upset about those emails, man. I don't know if I can go with the Raiders. I mean, that was just those emails were just too much for me.
Yeah, after I read them, I had to take a mental health day too.
Yeah.
Talk about fucking someone out to get him. That was like a mob hit, man, on Gruden. They wanted him out of the league for some reason, the NFL. When he called Goodell a faggot, you knew that was going to be the end of it. They were going to dig through 600,000 emails that he sent to his buddy, and they were going to find something.
So yeah, you think that was a hit piece? Because there's
Oh,
six.
yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, you go through, 600,000 emails they went through. Go through anybody's email, every coach, and you could find something. There'd be nobody coaching, but so they were gunning for him for some reason. I don't know why. Gruden's good for the league. He makes those stupid faces on the sideline and shit like that. But he's got the Raiders in Vegas. He was good for the league, but they wanted him out for some reason.
Well, get ready because he's going to sue. At some point, he'll sue. Those emails were not Washington.
No, I don't think so. He's going to get paid in full his $100 million contract. He's $40 million to walk away. I think he just walks away. And takes $40 million. Yeah, he had $40 million coming to him.
Yeah, there's 40 left, right? Yeah, there's 40 left. It just wasn't part of the original, investigation, and
Look,
it leaked out.
If I can write faggot in an email and get $40 million to walk away, I'll fuck every email I'll put faggot in.
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna text it to all of you.
The Raiders, they're favoring this matchup, and it's a home game. But I'm like with Bran on this one. It's a tricky one, so I'm going to go with the Eagles too.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Eagles too. I don't trust this line.
Chad, what's wrong with you?
With my buddy.
Listen, I really think the Raiders. Bisaccia is a good coach, and for them to perform the way they did, play the way they did, I'm taking the Raiders.
If he was a good coach, he'd be coaching though. These interim coaches never bring a team to the playoffs. They just threw him in because he was the next guy in line. So eventually they're going to falter.
Bruce Arians was an interim coach and won Coach of the Year with the Colts.
He didn't coach the whole year though.
He coached 13 of the 16 games, right?
No.
I'll look that up.
Good, look it up.
Wow. He's showing up the co-host here. This isn't
even if it was 13 games. Usually the interim coach means this year's season's over. So, eventually the Raiders are going to falter. That shit's, your head coach gone. He's been there for like 6 years. It's going to fuck the team up. I'm taking the Eagles.
And I actually want to go with the Raiders because I heard Sam Tripoli saying a bunch of nice stuff about me on his podcast. So, but I'm going to have to hope they lose.
Arians was 9-3 and won Coach of the Year.
Yeah, well, they had to give it to him at that point. Everybody else was shit that year. No, Sam Tripoli said something funny about Chad. He goes, "I feel bad for Chad. His stepdad used to beat him, so I have a special place in my heart for him." I'll never forget that.
Is that what he said to you?
Yeah. He goes, his stepdad used to beat him. I have a special place in my heart for him.
Special place.
Oh, that's nice.
It is.
Who did Florentine take?
The Eagles.
Oh my God, I'm the only one that took the Raiders.
You're the only one.
Yeah, and then again, I'm in third place.
Trying to make up ground.
Yeah, me, Florentine, and Bran are trying to make up some ground. That leaves us to a 4:05 game. We got Dave Landau's Lions versus Kate Quigley's Los Angeles Rams. So it's minus 15 in LA.
Rams.
Wow, that's how bad the Lions are, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if they even win a game. I think Jared Gott's coming back to, LA, play against his former team. They're going to make shit. The Lions are just shit. They've always been shit.
They say this might be the worst football team in the history of the NFL. That's where
No,
they're
I
headed.
mean, we'll see. You never know. They had a couple close games, but they're going to get blown out by the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams and Chiefs are, in my opinion, are the two best, and Bills, even though they lost, are three best teams in the NFL right now. What do you got, Brand? I'm going to wait on this one. I want to hear.
Yeah,
I want to hear your take.
The Lions aren't the worst team ever. I mean, they should have beat the Ravens. They totally choked that game, and I think the Ravens are one of the best teams in the league. But I think Stafford's going to really try to go off, and that Rams coach is going to just kind of to be an asshole, show Goff what that offense was supposed to look like. So
that was Stafford's former team.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's Goff's former team. But I think the Rams coach always says shit like underhanded about how they'd be so much better if they had a quarterback. So I think he's really going to try to put some points and show Goff what they could have been. So I think it's blowout city. Give me the Rams.
I'm going Rams too. These guys are selling me. They're selling me hard, Ken. Ken, you're in third place. What are you going to do?
No, I'm taking the Rams.
All right. 425 game. We got the Houston Texans versus the Arizona Cardinals, 6-0, 17.5 in Arizona. Holy shit. I got to tell you, I saw them against the Browns, and they're the team to beat. I'm going to go Arizona, even though it's minus 17.5. So you guys, whoever wants to go now.
AJ Watt is going to go off. That's his former team, Houston. I'm going to take the Cards too. Watt will have 3 sacks.
Give me Houston for sure. I think the Cardinals, it's just a letdown game. I think the Cardinals have a big game on Thursday against like maybe the Rams or Niners next Thursday on the short week. And I think this is just a look ahead game. And I don't think the Cardinals are that good. I'll probably be wrong, but I just don't think they're that good. So give me Houston.
I'm going to go Houston too. That's way too many points. And they should do an over-under on how many times J.J. Watt has his helmet off so he can get on TV and how many times the camera fucking shows that guy. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, there'll probably be at least a half an hour thing before the game about him on top of it.
The friggin', Kyler Murray will complete a 20-yard pass and they cut right to J.J. Watt on the sideline. Why? What the fuck did he do? He plays defense. Why are you showing him? Got enough of that guy.
It's hilarious, the stuff that aggravates you.
Like if you watch J.J. Watt's career, that's all they cut to him 75 times a game. It's unbelievable. During the national anthem, every fucking play, they go right to J.J. Watt like he's the coach, like it's his last game ever. Fuck
It's
him.
like Tom Brady coming back to New England. They just keep cutting to him.
Not even J.J. Watt gets more fucking TV time than J.J. Watt. I mean, J.J. Watt gets way more time than Brady.
Before we go to the next 3 games, Chicago, Tampa Bay, there's 3 of us. I don't know if Ken is on board, but we all hate LeBron James. Ken?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Brent,
Man,
why don't
I saw some highlights this morning. We're watching with my kid. LeBron is fucking fully juiced this year. I mean, it's fucking, the guy's 37 years old. Nobody could have a body like that at 37. They must not test for HGH in basketball. If they do, they know how to get around the test or whatever it is. But that fucking guy is juiced to the max. And that's why he gets hurt. That's why he keeps pulling muscles and stuff like that. Eventually you break down. It happens to all those guys, that Juan Gonzalez in baseball, Barry Bonds, at the end of their careers, they just fucking break down because the steroids stretch out all your tendons and shit. So he'll be down in like 3 weeks. He'll be out for like a month.
Brent, why don't you like him again? I'm curious.
I always liked Jordan growing up, and then when I lived in Vegas, I was surrounded by annoying fucking Ohio people, and
That's why you hate Ohio State, right?
Yeah. So it was a constant argument of Jordan and LeBron, and then he's just a baby, and he's just he's just such a crybaby. He's the most. I agree with Jim. He's definitely on something. I think he's been on something for a while, but he's just so big. I mean, like it just be like a bully. It's like I can't come to an analogy. I just hate him. He's just so big and such a bitch. So I just don't like him. I hate him. He's my least favorite athlete.
Yeah, they had a picture of him today leaving the game. He was wearing $1,000 Prada shoes. $1,000 Prada shoes the guy was wearing leaving the game.
I just wanted that for me. That was fun for me. If the listeners enjoyed it, great. Ken, are we ready for the next game? Who do we got?
Chicago at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay giving up 12.5. Chicago doesn't have their best pass rusher, Robert Quinn. He's out. And because of that, I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Oh, it's in Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
I think I'm going to ride my bike to the tailgate.
Lock it up
That's
this time.
that could be the gayest thing I ever heard. I'm gonna ride my bike to the tailgate.
You think that's gay?
You better wear your Prada shoes.
Yeah.
Prada bike shoes.
I'm gonna go Tampa. Justin Fields isn't ready yet. That defense is gonna be all over him. They pick him off like 3 times. Yeah, I got no faith in him. He might be a good quarterback. Who knows? He's early in his career, but the Tampa is gonna they're gonna have to play him. Yeah, Tampa's gonna blow him out.
His first start against the Browns, he looked like he did not belong in the NFL. I
Yeah.
mean, they were all over him. So I'm going with Tampa Bay too.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like Tampa, and I think Tampa's got the easiest schedule down the stretch, and I think Brady knows that he can really make a push for another MVP because their schedule sucks, and I think they're going to end up like 15-2 or 14-3. I think Brady knows that, and he's going to really put up some numbers. So if you're listening, I would hop on this. I think you can get Brady still at like 9-1. I think every week it's going to change. Like this week it's Dak and then Kyler, but I think in the end it's going to be Brady once they start doing the narrative and give it to his old ass. So I think Tampa Bay is going to crush from here on out, honestly.
All right, Ken, are you going Tampa too?
Yeah, Tampa. Colts at 49ers. 49ers giving up 4. 49ers only 1-4 against the spread.
Colts are 2-4, and the 49ers are 2-3 in San Francisco.
I'm gonna go with the Colts. I have no faith in the 49ers.
Mm.
I don't know who's quarterbacking. Is it Janine Garofalo or is it what's his face? The other guy, the rookie.
Can you imagine Janine Garofalo playing quarterback?
Janine Garofalo.
She'll have her notes all over the field.
I know. Yeah. She'll be in the shotgun and she'll be looking at her notes.
I would bet that she can't throw a football more than 10 yards. Like a real NFL. That just made me laugh so hard. Right when you said that, I thought of her taking a snap. I was like, this would be the greatest. I'm with Jim. Give me I don't know what the Niners are doing. I believe they had so much hype in the beginning of the year, but I think this Colts team's coming around. So give me the Colts.
And Garoppolo is back this week.
Oh, Janine's playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back this week. I'm still taking the Colts.
Brady wanted to go to the 49ers when he was a free agent, and there was still, and he used to, when that quote came out, they're sticking with that fucking guy. He meant Janine Garofalo in San Francisco. He wanted to finish his career with the 49ers. He grew up out there, and they wanted to stick with him. He's like, okay, I'll go to Tampa then.
I guess he called an audible, Jim.
That's what that deserved. Complete silence. No, Brian McCarthy's back.
Too soon.
Okay.
Who do you have, Chad?
I'm going with Chick McGee's Colts. Shout out to Bob.
Chick McGee. He likes you.
We had some good times. Okay, the Monday night game, last game. Jim's got a hard out.
A what?
A hard out.
Yeah, I got to ride my bike to the tailgate. I'm going to stop off and suck a dick on the way because I'm riding my bike.
Monday night, Saints at Seahawks. Saints giving up 5.
It's at Seahawks. Saints are favored by 5.
Yes, at Seahawks, and the Saints are favored by 5.
Well, they got Geno Smith as a quarterback, one of the worst quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. He'll play good for like 2 quarters and then he'll make a huge mistake. That's a lot of points though. With Jameis Winston, another guy who'll throw 5 touchdowns or 5 interceptions. I'm going to go with Seattle on that. That's a little too many points in Seattle. But Geno Smith stinks.
So is Gino Bisconte.
He might be better at quarterback. He might make less mistakes.
Who do you got, Brant?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks. I think they're already in trouble, but if they lose this game, it's season over. So I think they can pull it together one last time to try to hold off till Russell gets back. But betting on Geno Smith is not something I want to do ever. I want this to be a one-time thing, hopefully.
I can't wait to see what color hair DK Metcalf has this week.
Yeah, maybe.
He was talking shit to Shannon Sharp, and then he realized who Shannon Sharp was this week. Before Shannon Sharp was just a gas bag on TV, Shannon Sharp was a pretty good football player. I don't know if you guys saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, he was an animal, Shannon Sharp. He was
Yeah,
amazing.
he was incredible.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp said something about him. DK said, like, shut up, little guy, or something. And then he realized who Shannon Sharp was before he was on TV, which was a pretty bad dude.
Yeah.
Who do you got, Ken?
I'm taking the Saints because that Seattle defense can't stop anybody. So I'm taking the Saints.
That leaves it up to me here. I guess since Ken's in 3rd place and I got to get some ground going, I'm going to go with the Saints too. That's going to do it for me. That's going to put me up there. I'm at 50 wins already, baby. I'm ready to rock.
Hey, Jim, am I sending your picks to Kevin so you're not late this week?
No, I'll send them because I got to send my kids picks too. So
Okay, all right.
I'll send them in an email.
Yeah, you can email Kevin Brennan, comedian@gmail.com, your picks. He's the commissioner still, even though he's not on the show. I don't know how that works, but Brant, do you have anything you want to plug? Like, what do you got going on?
Has
besides your
Kevin
wedding?
gone to Neil's show yet?
No, he hasn't gone. He got one of the fans bought him tickets and he couldn't make it.
This week I'm here. I'm hoping to get on these Attell shows. I don't know if Attell brought anybody, but if you're anywhere near Denver, just go see Dave Attell, whether I'm on the shows or not.
Is he downtown or south?
He's at South, and Christina P's downtown. So tickets have been shit here for everybody because they make you show Vax cards. So I'm hoping that Dave gets a good crowd because he's one of my favorites.
Oh, he's the best. They're doing Vax cards there too in Denver.
Yeah. So it's really hurt ticket sales. I don't know how long they're going to do it because she's got to make a decision. But there's been some people that usually sell pretty good that have really ate shit lately.
Is it a mandate there in Colorado or did you?
No, it's just her. You know what started it? I think when Marin, some of the California comics, like, because she doesn't have to do it because you don't have to do it anywhere else. But the first show back was Marin, and then they you know what sucks is we have the Vax cars and we don't have the Yonders. What always made it great was that everybody had their phone in the bag forever. But I think she's going to have to revisit it because I think she's definitely hurting on ticket sales because this past weekend I was at the front watching them turn people away. So nothing worse than that. When you got a door deal, you're like, fucking, I want these ticket sales. I should have them on my numbers regardless of your dumb rule. But
Chad, did I have that in Florida? Any clubs in Florida you have to show your vaccination card?
No, you have to have COVID to get in. It's the polar opposite how these states are working. That's why I'm fascinated to check in with people like from every state's just running it. It's so weird.
I just saw on the news today, 2nd lowest cases in the United States, Florida today, in the last couple of days. So they're 49th in cases.
I'll tell you what, during the pandemic, I was doing shows in Wyoming like it was nothing. I call it the island of Wyoming. Their own rules. We were fucking. I did a 500-seat show in the middle of the pandemic. They just don't. They're like, fucking don't show up, pussies. I was like, thank God, because I need money because Denver was shut. All of Colorado was shut down for so long.
That's crazy, man. That's so weird. That's where it is. Ken, what do you got going on?
The hotbed.
Hey, my day job. I listen to you guys talk, and I thank God for my day job.
If you got a day job, you can't ride bikes to tailgate. So you got to remember that.
The boardwalk in Atlantic Ocean, 4 blocks that way. So I ride my bike on the boardwalk.
You're so
If I
lucky.
saw someone come up to my tailgate, if I'm hanging out on a bike, he'd get a beating.
I would just think that guy has a
Like-
DUI or something.
The guy's like, hey, can I park my bike here? No. Notice it. We're not at a fucking
Your
school.
bumper.
There's Uber. Uber can drop you off and you can
Yeah.
walk.
But it's like 3 miles away. It's like an easy bike ride.
It's even easier Uber.
Yeah. Or you could walk it. You could walk the 3 miles. Yeah.
Jim, do you want to plug anything?
No. Yeah, I don't have a bike, and if I did, I wouldn't drive it to a fucking tailgate. That's my plug.
Bullshit, guys.
Jim's gonna be in these days.
He's gonna be where?
He's gonna be in Poughkeepsie, right, Jim? But first somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Well, how many people are subscribed to this podcast?
Like 127. But it goes out free. It goes out free on Tuesday.
127. So what are the odds that out of 127 people that someone might live near Poughkeepsie, New York, that might come to my show, that might have it open on Saturday? I have no other plans.
But it's just
Probably
on Patreon.
none.
It goes out for free, and it gets a lot of views and
Yeah,
on Monday. So you can get some good plugs in right now.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
know?
I'm plugging. I don't have a bike. And if I did, I wouldn't go to a fucking tailgate.
Don't you want to plug Crank Yankers? You're on Crank Yankers this season?
I don't want to plug nothing. That's
Ozzy's-
what I plug. I don't have I'm a grown man without a bike. Even my kid is 11. He goes, Dad, I don't want a bike anymore. They're for kids. I go, you're right. All right, let's get rid of it. Maybe we'll give it to Chad next time he comes to my house. He can ride it to the fucking Whole Foods.
Do you want to plug your podcast on Barstool Sports?
No.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that's another MLF, guys. Enjoy it. Have a good week 7. I'll see you guys later. Good night.